إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين ونستغفره. نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، فإن كل محدثات بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. Greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for continuation of our series Alkabaaer, which means the major sins. In this segment today, inshallah, is going to be segment number 33. And our subject today about judge position and judging unjustly. And this is something is very serious in Islam, because when you have a problems with somebody, the judge is supposed to be the authority. And when the judge going to rule for you or against you, this it. It's not so much that you can do about it. Therefore, this position is very serious. And of course, we could not imagine life without people dealing and interacting with each other. And sometimes some people, they're going to be dealt unjustly with them. And some people, they have the means and ways that they can take property of people. Doesn't matter if it's just or unjust reasons, they will take it. But so it have to be some kind of ruling. And this part of Islam allowed these positions and both these rules and this regulation to bring about justice, to minimize the hatred and the violence among the people. So it is very important that we understand that the person who in that position, he knows what he's doing, and that he can also doesn't take a side of any parties, even if they own relatives. But there is something very important that we have to pay attention to it. This judging is part of Islam. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made rules and regulation about it. The person who's ruling the person who's judging, the punishment, the penalties, all these things it have part and teaching of Islam about it. Therefore we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us in Surah number 5, verse number 44, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. And he said in another verse, فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. And in another verse, say, فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. What this means that Allah is saying that whosoever judge by other what Allah revealed, he's a kafir. And whosoever doesn't judge by what Allah reveal and send down, they are transgressors. And another verse he's saying, those are the outsider of Islam, fusuq, those are the sinners. So we have to understand ruling have to be by Islamic law, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had sent part of this Sharia and legislation, rules and punishments and payments, and so people could not make their own law. This is like you are in difference of Allah, as if he's saying that Allah doesn't know enough, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has nothing to do with what's happening. If somebody kills somebody, or somebody stole, or somebody transgress on other, or somebody defames somebody's reputation, there is rules for all these things in Islam. Somebody borrow money, okay, and he did not return it, and he may have, you understand, property, so you could not do anything about it. You go to the court, you go to the judge, and judge have to rule by what Allah revealed, because whatever that happening has been always happening. There is people who kill, there is people who steal, there is people who cheat. So, and even if there is a problem came to the judge, which after he made his own research and he could not find anything in it in the Quran or the Hadith, so he will exercise his opinion according to the Islamic law, and to see how to bring about conciliation between the two people, or ruling something, make some kind of ruling. Nevertheless, we have to understand that the position of judge is something very serious. And I'm so surprised to see that some people go to schools to work in courts, or to be a judge, or to be lawyers, because all these people is part of the system. And any of these things, if it's not Islamically, you are wasting your time, because you're promoting the evil. You are not bringing about justice. You are not bringing about fairness. You are not going to stop these problems, because your penalty for such thing maybe is not sufficient to frighten the people not to repeat their crime again. And this position is supposed to be a position that everybody run away from it. You never try to go to school to learn things like this. Because this is things, if it's not run by the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is going to be something very serious. As example, we see that the Prophet ﷺ telling us about the person who's that position of ruling, say, a person who put in position of being a judge between the people فكأنما ذبح بغير سكين, as if he been slaughtered without a knife. Pay attention. If you are been put in this position, being a judge among the people, and even if you're ruling by the Islamic law, is still the position of so serious, the Prophet ﷺ telling you as if somebody cut your neck without a knife. This is very serious. Okay? This is very serious. The ruler have to exercise his opinion and try to see to get as close as to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had ordered in his book. As Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, is saying, من تولى من أمر المسلمين شيئا فاستعمل عليهم رجلا وهو يعلم أن فيهم من هو أولى بذلك وأعلم منه بكتاب الله وسنة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقد خان الله ورسوله وجماعة المسلمين. Okay? And because some people, they give this position to some people because they are relatives, or they buddy, or they used to be in the school together, or he have some kind of a family ties together. So Ibn Abbas is saying, whosoever became a wali or in charge of any of the affairs of the Muslims, and he put somebody over them, knowing that there is somebody more knowledgeable than him, indeed such a person had betrayed Allah and betrayed his messenger and the Muslim Ummah. So if you are a president, if you are a Khalifa, if you are an Imam, okay, you have to make sure that you put in the right person in the right position. And you have to make enough investigation and searching that nobody is more qualified than the person that you put. So if you know that somebody else is more qualified and you put in the person who less qualification, indeed you had betrayed Allah and His Messenger and the Ummah of Islam. Also, the Prophet ﷺ refused to give these positions to anyone who asks, or a person who show concern about it. So he's saying, إن والله لا نولي على هذا العمل أحدا سأله ولا أحدا حرص عليه. He's saying, I don't like to give any of this government position or a person to be in charge of the affairs of the Muslims, okay, that he ask for it, or that he indirectly ask for it. We don't give it to the people who, nowadays you see what? You find people paying money for election, for being in position, to be the mayor, to be the judge, to be they paying money, and they go and pictures and advertising and all things like this. No, in Islam, we don't do things like this. The Prophet ﷺ is saying in the hadith, إذا اجتهد الحاكم فأصاب فله أجران وإن اجتهد فأخطأ فله أجر. The Prophet ﷺ say when the ruler or the judge make ijtihad, exercise his opinion, try to reach to the proper solution and the proper judgment, and he happened to be right, he will get double reward. If he did his best and he made a mistake, he will have one reward. Okay? Because the first one, he exercised his opinion, he made his mind to try to read and to understand and to question and to make sure. Okay? So this was a one reward because he make investment with his time and his ability and his mind. In the other case, that he was not led to the right decision, but he tried, and it was wrong. So he still be rewarded, but was going to be what? Only one reward. Also, we understand that people sometimes they be bribed in this position, and people go tell him, oh, case of my cousin will be coming in November 10th, 8 o'clock, okay? See if you can take this case and handle it yourself, and you get to understand 15% of what we can. All these things is haram. All these things is haram. And you know, this life is full with temptation. And we have to be careful, okay? We have to be careful. Also, if a person prescribe a punishment, alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, prescribing a punishment for a crime that's not what Allah had prescribed, this is also a transgression. And this is unjust. Okay? So if you know that the people ruling by something different, you wash your hands, you stay away from it. Nobody said that you have to be a judge or working in the court system. Leave it alone, because you are not doing the right thing, this will be wabal in you. That will be a calamity for you in the day of judgment. And as we stated in the beginning, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, those who are not ruling by what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed are kafir, are fasiq. Okay? And he calls them also transgressor and wrongdoer. All right. Inshallah, that we should be grateful and thankful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not put us in a position like this. And we always have to flee away from it to the best of our ability. unless that we been forced to do it and we did not have a choice, and we're going to do our best and our study to make sure that we judge the case properly. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, we end with this hadith, inshallah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that judges are three types. Al-Qudaa thalatha. Two in hellfire and one in Jannah. Okay? Judges are three. Two going to hellfire and one going to Jannah. So you can see the percentage of those people who can do it right is very 1/3. Otherwise, there is for every three, one to Jannah, two to hellfire. The Prophet ﷺ explained it by saying, رَجُلٌ قَضَى بِغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ فَعَلِمَ ذَلِكَ فَذَاكَ فِي النَّارِ. One judge, he judged by whatever different from the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam knowingly, he will go to hellfire. The second judge, he doesn't know what is the rules. So the first one he knows, but he took it. This one judges the people with laws different from what Allah revealed. So this person will be in trouble, will go to hellfire. The second one, the second one, he doesn't know the knowledge. As a result of this, he spoils the people's rights and deprive the people their rights, and this also will go to hellfire. The third one, a judge who knows and he carry out the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the one who will go to Jannah. And also the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling us, إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الْقَاضِي مَا لَمْ يَجِرْ فَإِنْ جَارَ تَخَلَّى عَنْهُ وَلَزِمَهُ الشَّيْطَانِ. Allah continued aiding the judge as long as he did not be pious or take the side of one of the people. So if he started to do this, Allah will leave him, and the shaitan will be the supporter of such judge. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it clear by saying, يَا عِبَادِي إِنِّي حَرَّمْتُ الظُّلْمَ عَلَى نَفْسِي وَجَعَلْتُهُ بَيْنَكُمْ مُحَرَّمًا فَلَا تَظَالَمُوا. O my slave servant, I had forbid oppression, dealing wrongly with one another. So do not treat yourself. Don't do this among you. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who created us, is capable to do if he wants, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, above being wronging people. As a result of this, Allah sent books, Allah sent the prophets, so the people have no excuse in the day of judgment to say that we didn't hear or we didn't know. So Allah has the ability, but He didn't deal with us unjustly. So He telling us, so do not deal unjustly with one another, because When you do this, this will be ظلمات in the day of judgment. That ظلم will be darknesses in the day of judgment. We ask Allah to protect us and keep us away from this possession, feeling sorry for those people who go spend their life studying laws and court and trying to be lawyer, try to defend the criminal and unjustly, okay, and they know they are criminal, but this is their way to make money. And other people who want to sit, they understand to be a judge, and this is so sorry for people to be wasting their time in things that Allah did not give authority to do. With this, inshallah, we come to conclusion to our segment for today. Thank you for being here today. Inshallah, continue tomorrow in the same time, same place. If anybody have any comments, concern, question, or correction, welcome to do it now. All right, thank you for being here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك and Allah knows best.